If that hurts, welcome in Karmaland, and it's Sunday evening. Well, it's only 4:20 here, Eastern Standard. I'm gonna pull some cards. Sunday vibes. Also, we can talk conspiracy stuff. We can talk alien stuff. We can discuss whatever is on your mind. When you come in, drop a comment and hit the like. And welcome into Karmaland. Woo woo. Tomorrow's Magic Shit Monday. Magic Shit Monday vibes all day. Really, it's magic shit all day, every day, if that's the mindset you choose to have going forward. And I hope you do. I hope you do. Can you do that? Can you wiggle your ears? Because I can totally wiggle my ears. All right, what have we got? Defend to the end, the worthwhile. Ooh, what a vibe. This is Sacred Rebel Oracle. I haven't pulled this very often, and welcome to the new year. So let's pull these cards. Let's pull these cards. Touch. Defend to the end. That's what's worth it, you know? Wow. I love that. I love that. I think human, kindness, love, compassion, understanding, all of those things are beautiful things to worthwhile defend. All people deserve to do what they want to do and be who they want to be. Listen, I had this conversation earlier with my sister today, and I just think that we live in a society, it doesn't matter where you are, you have a society that's programming you to believe a certain way. Subtle programming or hardcore programming, don't know which, but there's programming that tell you how to dress, how to act, behave, but you have to break that through that dark, the shadow, and understand that that is a societal setup. You don't have to live that way. And if you break those norms and you challenge those belief systems, that is freeing and good. And I strongly recommend. I strongly recommend. Because it's just programming. Oh, clothes mean this, clothes mean that, the colors, like, it doesn't matter. You know, people are so brainwashed so hard that they have to wear pink because you're a girl and blue because you're a boy and have short hair when you're a boy and long hair when you're a girl. You got to break those norms, those weird. So thank you for the like. Who need that like? Who is it? Who is here? Because I keep thinking about that stuff. I think about that stuff. Ryan Reynolds. I love it. I love it. Oh, I love you so much. And Spirited. Good afternoon. I like the name. That's so funny. Thank you for the likes, everyone. Thank you for the likes. But yeah, you gotta break that societal programming no matter where you are and what your culture is. Welcome in, AAL. I hope you're well. And welcome to Land. Tomorrow's Magic Shit Monday. Here is something that welcome the new year. Receiving. How you are receiving something as well. Have you even thought of that? Because sometimes it doesn't occur to me how you receive. You thank, you have gratitude. You take it in with love. That's a frequency setting. Like, whoa, that's intense and cool. I like the picture. This is Sacred Rebels Oracle. Heaven Sent. That was on the bottom of the deck, and I really like these cards. Again, for me, it's a tool to get me connected to the divine, to get me connected to source, to be inspired. I have dreams as well. I log my dreams. There's messages there. And these cards can be messages, and you can see what you see. Kind of like a Rorschach test, and I don't think I'm saying that right. You know, you see what your mindset wants you to see. So that's why it's important to work on your subconscious programming to eliminate some of those early I don't know how to say it. I have so many thoughts. My mind starts to whiz and whiz and whiz. I hope you're all well. I think about this, and how we can fix. Wow, defend. This one card came out right at the beginning of the card pull. Defend to the end, the worthwhile. The things that you believe in, fight for. Always do that. I'm all about compassion, humanity, love, acceptance. This one's do what you feel. You know, a feeling. Sometimes it's really... Sorry, I'm back. I had some issues with the internet again. It happens every time. Sometimes doing things based on feeling is powerful because it's not always what your mind is telling you, not always what you're thinking, what your mind is saying. You gotta get out of that mind thing sometimes and more of your feeling. And you feel it within your body sometimes. You feel it within the cell DNA. I was thinking some more about some stuff because I did the 23andMe, where I figure out some of my ancestry stuff, and there's some really interesting information there, and there's things I didn't know that's really intriguing to me, that there may have been somebody else down, way back in history that was my grandfather's father, somebody different than who they expected. Hey guys, thank you for the likes and all the things. And I remember that we are built with our ancestors behind us. Cap, okay. Welcome in, welcome in. As you wish, right? As you wish. As you wish. Everything is based on your belief system. So whatever, if you believe everyone's telling a lie, then you're going to think that. If you believe in the truth, that will come through. And you need to get in touch with your emotions and your feelings. And so again, talking about the ancestry stuff and the DNA stuff, grandfather and his father, like understanding far back, you have ancestors that handed stuff down to you in their DNA. Some were in war, some were in different things. So you feel like I have a heightened nervous system in my body. So I have to do a lot of calming and meditating and healing and things like that. And I feel like it could be related to that. There's so many theories. I have so many conspiracy thoughts in my head all the time because I'm open to it all. I'm open to the possibility that this could be something different than what we're told. I just believe that. I'm thinking about how when I was a kid, growing up, we used to always go to the movies or roller skating, and we always would get together with people, and it'd be groups of people. We'd have so much fun. As I've gotten older, that is less a thing. I think it's less a thing. There's no mall where I am. There's no roller skating where I am. There is a bowling place, but there's like less things of people getting together. Think about the frequency and about being together. I guess there's some churches and stuff though. Because getting together is interesting. When people get together and your heart and your frequencies, it's interesting to me. I don't know if any of you have thoughts on this. It might be a little out there. It's a little out there. It's okay. It's all good. Make sure you're hitting the like anyway. If you don't understand, that's okay. This is a feel thing. It's within your body. It's deep within your body. Sometimes if you have trauma, store that in your hips. Sometimes you have hip pain and you're like, why do I have hip pain? Because it's not like, oh, I injured myself. There's like trauma in your body, stored in your body, and you've got to release it out. Well, how are you going to do that? My friend taught me this tapping. There's EFT tapping, and you can do tapping to help release, meditation. Different things can do it. Grounding with Mother Earth, or you can have a grounding mat, sheet, or whatever. That helps. There's so many things. Listen, I go on and on and on and on. I think by design, though, there's been a lot more separation. The COVID time period, I don't know if I'm allowed to say that on YouTube, but here I am saying it anyway. You remember they shut down, they kept people home, separated, you couldn't see your friends or whatever. It was a weird time, but again, by design. If you do some real thought-provoking, work and understand what was happening, what was that about? There was something there. Going against the grain, this is quite a picture. Go against the grain. Right? Sometimes you're the only one saying what you're saying, the only one thinking what you're thinking. And so it's challenging for you to be the only one thinking and saying something, but you're going to have to do it because you're going against the grain for a reason, baby. Have something to say. There's something people need to hear. We're here for a reason. All of you are magical and important, and message is there. You know what I'm saying? You have to figure it out. It takes a little practice. I don't know. Thanks for hanging out. There's 3 people hanging out. Appreciate you very much. I feel like I should pull some different cards. I don't know if this is resonating with anybody at all. Bring it into form. Okay, well, this is cool because if you think about the Matrix, like the movie, which I love. If you think about it, frequency, which also Pluribus, there was a little bit of touch on that with the frequency as well. I didn't talk a lot about it. I think that might be season 2, maybe. I don't know. But these shows and these movies can inspire that thought in your brain to like understand what does it mean. But if you look at this connection here, and the frequency, it's just in the picture. You can see that emerging there. Bring it into form. I don't know. You guys can determine it, what you see and what you think and what you feel here. Again, this is Sacred Rebels Oracle. This is what I think. It's a little bit related to the Matrix. I don't know. Anyway. New birth, guarded vigilante. I'm sorry, I said the wrong thing. That's not correct. Guarded vigilant. I can't say. Anyway, whatever. Legacy of light, again, that's handed down, ancestors, protection, different realms. I think it's all cool. Listen, I could talk about it all day long. I could talk about it all day long. Nobody's here that's like getting anything out of this very much, so probably won't stay here very long. Only 5-6 minutes in. Not very long. Make sure you're hitting the likes. Make sure you're hitting the likes. Hold on a minute. Am I back? Am I back? Finding the path. You are the driver and the navigator. Woo! Think about that though. If you're a spiritual being wearing this suit, it's like what you're doing in your actions. Oh my God, that's deep. Finding the path. You are the driver and the navigator. Wow. I don't know, man. I like thinking about these things. It's deep. I like it. Let's see what we had on the bottom. They're all messed up. I'm just trying to straighten them out. Concealed power. Give birth to the wonder of revelation. You're giving birth means creating something. You're creating something, a new thought, a new idea. Concealed power. Give birth to wonder and revelation. Creating that in this moment, in this time, in this space. 2026. Bring it on. Keep doing it. Keep going. The find the path one was there again. That's funny. Welcome. We have 2 and 2. Hit the likes. I have 3 and 2. Hit the like. Welcome to Karma Mars Magic Ship Monday. We're programming our subconscious mind. We're thinking about what's happening for 2026. We're creating our mindset and our pathways. Like, are we doing it to be happy and find peace and joy, or are we doing it out of fear? Like, how are we approaching life? Are you putting your day in your life from a good balanced place? That takes a little work. Meditation, journaling, something, right? You have to do a little bit of something to discover it. You have to be alone sometimes to discover who you are and what your path is and what your passions and power is. Happy life. Live a less guarded life. Okay? That's a wisdom oracle card. I like that picture too. Happy life. Live a less guarded life. I freaking love this. I feel like I'm gonna screenshot that and put it up on my thumbnail because it's cute. Silencing the mind. Let silence guide you in your inner peace. The more quiet you are and the more you're paying attention to your breath, you're going in and out, you open up the theta brainwaves, you will open up your third eye, you will see visions, you will get more and more, but you just have to practice it. You have to practice. It doesn't happen like this. My daughter does meditation and she hasn't really seen the third eye vision stuff yet, and she's like, when is it going to happen? And these things happen when they happen, right? It's divine timing. It happens when it's going to happen, and then you're going to be like, whoa, what the hell? And you will talk yourself out of things too, because I have seen things and I'm like, did I see that? Like, what's happening? Yeah, you got to remember, powerful being, you're channeling, things are coming in. That's wild. Make sure you hit the like for me. Ooh, life's purpose. Seek your own deeper vision of life. Again, this is connection with yourself to even get there. If you're living for somebody else, if you're people pleasing, if you're doing this, you're stuck in a different place. You're a codependent or any of these issues. We have to deal with those issues because otherwise you're not going to get to where you want to be. You're not going to level up, and you want to level up. You don't want to be stuck. Listen, I've been stuck. There have been times where I've been really, really stuck. We have to open that, to turn the page and continue on. Life's purpose. Seek your own deeper vision for life. Make sure you hit the like. Thank you so much. Welcome to Karmaland, Mars Magic Ship Monday. We are working on seeing with our mindset, positive mindset, the good, the magical, the magnificent, the awesome. You're not going to see it if you're closed off to it. You got to be aware. All right, I'm almost out of here, guys. I'm almost out of here. I have only got 2 likes. Dawn of love. Love is rising on the horizon of your life. Just envision. Say you're envisioning what it looks like. Say you're envisioning like something big and powerful. Energy, frequency, sparkles and glitter, and like imagine things are moving. Like, just imagine what it is. Because that's how magical it can be. And you're creating that with your mind. Okay? I love that somebody told me when I was 21, 22, something like that I live in a fantasy world. I bring this up from time to time because at the time the person was saying it to make me feel bad, or to be like, well, look, I'm living better because I'm rational than somebody who's living in the fantasy world. That's crazy to me, right? No, the fantasy world people are more powerful. They're creative, hold a higher frequency. That's wild. That's just wild to me. I mean, granted, in life, we're playing along with life, and we have to be an adult, and we have to pay our bills and play along to a certain degree. But you're also breaking some of those societal norms. Because what is it anyway? What is it anyway? This life is your life. This is your life. It gets to be what you want it to be. You're that powerful. Tomorrow is Magic Show Monday. 528 Hertz. You have the power to create, live, be happy, passionate, powerful, anything you want. You have that power and that. So I challenge you each day, each night. You think about what you want. You go to sleep peaceful at night. Give yourself time to process, because it doesn't happen overnight. This is 5 years in the making of acceptance of myself and understanding and learning and growing and processing and all these things. Actually, you know what? I'm going to pull one more deck real quick. Then I'll leave. I was about to leave, but then I was like, you know what? There's one more, maybe two more. There's an unknown situations deck. Let's do that one. Unknown situations. And I have a crow deck. So I don't think I did the unknown. Did I do this? I don't know. We don't know. We only have 2 likes. Karmaland needs more than 2 likes. That is just embarrassing. Embarrassing. We need more than 2. All right, what do we got here? Crystal ball, implications for the future. You know, when you would scry into a crystal ball and see the future, that is only what your mindset will see. You will see what you're aware, allowing yourself to see. Don't hold yourself back. Imagine everything and see it. That's how powerful. That's how powerful. If I was listening to some science thing earlier today, like people that think about their future with the same brain wavelengths as they think about their past, and how that doesn't create a better future. If you're thinking about your past on the same neurons are doing the thing, and you're thinking about your future, and it's like you're not changing your brain pattern, your brain, like, that's crazy. So you have to have the will and the strength to see more, to feel it, to feel more. It wills it into your life. You're creating it. That's how powerful you are. So people that you see complaining every day on their Facebook and like miserable, 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 maybe 2027 will be my year. I mean, we're 3 days in. How are you already worried about this year not being right for you? It's your mindset. It's your attitude. It's your mindset, guys. Your mindset. Like, oh, it's snowing really hard and your oil truck can't come up your driveway and can't give you oil, and then somebody slips and falls, and like it's like you go with the flow of life. It sucks that none of those things worked out, but there's always something else. There's something else you can promise yourself. You don't have to be like, it's the end of the world, my life sucks. Like, that's what you're creating your life to be. Then with that attitude, you have to change your attitude and your mindset, and you have to say things like, well, that didn't work out, but perhaps something else will come along. Something else will work out. This will work out. We can do this. And when you change, the universe guided you into that change because the person couldn't get up the driveway, because it was a slip and fall, whatever it was. Okay, whatever. I'm just giving you something I heard on the internet. But for an example. But if you shift and move with what the universe is giving you, you become very powerful. You're in that flow state. You are going with the flow the universe is giving you. You're not holding on, controlling how you want it to be. You're releasing and going with the flow. That is really powerful. The endless universe. Explore uncharted territory and discover new possibilities. Again, similar to what I was saying in some regard, going with the flow, letting the universe guide you, unfolding, things are unfolding, life is unfolding, and you're going in the direction that it's unfolding, and you're in the present moment, and that is super powerful. Being in the present moment, you can't beat that. Like, if you're worrying about your future or you're about your past, then you're not in the present moment, living in the present moment. P.S. Laughing, being joyful, all of that currently in this moment will make you so strong and so powerful. I would just recommend enjoying your life, laughing, having fun, being silly, even in those moments. If something goes wrong, instead of getting pissed off and angry, we're laughing and we're being like, that was silly. I can't believe that happened. Oh my word. You know, and then expecting something better to come along. I've seen a lot of people come in and come out. Nobody's really hanging on, but I would love some people to hit the like for me. I think that's a pretty good message. I mean, maybe it's only resonating with a couple people and it's not for everybody. You know, I get a little woo-woo and a little conspiracy nut. And yes, alien talk. Alien talk. Have some interaction with alien? Have you? I have. I have. Uncharted adventures. Adventures of the unknown is always full of surprises and challenges. If anyone wants to understand the whole like alien thing, for me it's dimensional, and they make the contact if you're not fearful. If you're fearful, controlling your present situation. I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think they're going to make any kind of contact with you. They give you information, I think, telepathically, okay? Not with their mouths. Telepathically, it's dimensional, it's interdimensional, it's something else that we don't understand entirely. I certainly don't. Uncharted adventures, though, okay? The unknown is always full of surprises and challenges. We're going with the flow. We're going with the flow. Ride those waves of life. Go with the flow. Nature flows. We don't go back. That's one thing I talk about a lot. My daughter, my teen daughter, repeated something I've been saying a long time, and it made me feel proud of her because she obviously was listening, but also it's true. You don't go backwards. That does not help you and serve you. How would that serve you? We're now in 2026 and we're going forward. We're not going backward. And let all those things that are happening where there are people going backward, let that just land where it lands. It's going to hold people back probably from their growth and what's meant to them and such. I think I have one tinsel left there in my hair. I love it though. I love it. I think I'm gonna go watch a movie later. I made Texas hash for dinner. See kids eat it, don't know. If they don't want it, they can have something else, I suppose. What have I got for a card here? We're doing inner sunshine cards. Love myself, I choose. See myself as noble, beautiful, positive. My wealth lies in my nature and potential. I know that I am a being of light and I allow myself to shine. You are powerful. Give yourself permission to be that powerful. Don't hold yourself back. Fear holds people back. And then, you know, with the fear thing is confusing to me. I think different generations is different for different generations. What do we got here? Manifestation of love. I gotta say it like that. I see my own beauty and I grow and develop my inner self in harmony with light and beauty. I free myself from negativity. My wisdom glows. Up the negative mindset because it's not serving you. You got to have that positive like aspect and like being like a child and like falling in a puddle, laughing, slipping on your ass, as long as you're not breaking a bone, I suppose. Yeah, I love everybody. Thinking about I want the best for everybody. I want success and happiness and peace and joy, and I could pull cards all day long. I really could pull cards all day long because for me it inspires my thinking, and I have the most coolest dreams at night, and I've been logging them again, and I'm so glad that I think I showed this the other day on a live. This is one of my dreams I logged briefly. Look at that messy handwriting. But I logged it nonetheless. And I'm going to go back to creating some scrapbooks. I took a little break and I think I'm going to go back to doing that because whenever I create the art, damn, I wish I had some handy. I'd show it to you. I love creating the art and it's the texture and the feel of it. And I haven't done a lot of that. So I did do wind painting recently. Door of awakening, enlightenment, transformation, self-awareness, and spiritual growth. This is a knock at your door to awaken. That's the beginning. That's the beginning to everything. When you awaken to it and you see through the shit, right? Keep it real, baby. Keep it real. Aliens and ancestors. This is an ancestors card. Legacy, roots, wisdom, connection, guidance. Sometimes I don't understand all of it. I don't understand all of it. I don't have all the answers, but I have ideas and I'm guided and I feel my intuition kick in, and so there's that. So I wish you all the best. Tomorrow's Magic Ship Monday. Lots of love and blessings to you. Hold the light. Love yourself. Look in the mirror. Tell yourself how special you are. If nobody ever did tell you that, you are special and magical and loved, and you're worthy, and you deserve happiness and peace and all the things. So give yourself that kindness and compassion. And thanks for coming to Karmaland. Tomorrow's Magic Ship Monday. Until then, peace. Hit the like, guys.